Go for the Q&A.
Virgin.
Nicole,
All right.
go kung may
Okay.
question po kay Nicole. Salamat.
Candidate number 8.
Log-log po si John Rosales. Ang top 5 po ay si Mikay Summer,
Lang
si
ganun.
Karen, si Nicole, and si Ash Aldan.
This is your question, candidate number 8. Diba? Fairness, ha? Your question, I will repeat the question twice, and you will answer it with no time limit. If you were an elected politician, how will you create a sustainable project that could develop the lives of us LGBTQIA+. Once again, if you were an elected politician, how will you create a sustainable project that could develop the lives of us LGBTQIA+.
Salamat po. Oh, Nicole. Oo na rin, ano ka ba? Wala, napaka-plastic mo talaga.
Thank you so much for that question. Well, I firmly believe that a true public servant doesn't need a position just to help, especially the people who once overlooked by the society. If I were elected as a politician, or if I will have a certain position in the politics, I could love to implement so many structural changes, especially not only as an LGBTQI people or as a part or the people under the spectrum. I would like to create more structural changes, especially in education right now. I've seen, because we are now conducting a thesis, a study about how technological education are affecting us the Filipinos. Especially I would like to inform everyone that I'm not only standing here as an LGBT representation, but I would like to uplift everyone's lives here. So I would like to start in implementing structural changes in education by simply making it not only accessible but also affordable to everyone. Many of us, based on the statistics of PSA, almost 19 millions of young students could not comprehend what they can see and what they can read, especially on social media. So I would like to focus on that loophole, because at the end of the day, I believe that if I am going to make it accessible, it won't only elevate every knowledge of these people, but it won't only help these doors of opportunities that we never know once existed, because I believe, after all, that education is the greatest equalizer for us to transform pain into strength and also kill and break the cycle, all the roots of problems such as adversity, discrimination, and of poverty. That would be all. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, candidate number 8. So it's more on education. Yeah.
Mahusay, Nicole!
Thank you, ma'am.
Salamat. She is our regional policeman 2023 title.
Here's your question, candidate number 1. What is the biggest misconception of the people to these pageants? What is the biggest misconception of the people to these pageants?
Thank you so much for that very challenging question. First of all, I believe that our beauty and our intelligence will be judged in one package. And let me answer this question with all honesty and transparency, because this is what you all deserve to hear from me tonight. If there's one big misconception of people about beauty pageants like this, they think that these beauty pageant platforms are just a form of entertainment. That this is just a place where we are making people happy, making people laugh. But I always believe that there is much more deeper than that. Because being on this stage is a wonderful opportunity for every LGBT members to showcase our beauty, our talent, our intelligence, and also our opinions about the social issues that we have in our country. So I would have to say that this is not just a happy place. This is a place where we feel loved, where we feel accepted, and we feel respected. And I would like to take this opportunity to express my gratitude to all the people behind every single beauty pageant in our country, because you make us be visible and be appreciated for who we are despite of our gender identity. Thank you very much.
Alright, so this is the question for you. If an LGBTQIA plus member will run for office, what should be the greatest asset that she or he must have? Again, if an LGBTQIA plus member will run for office, what should be the greatest asset that she or he must have?
Good evening, people. Good evening, Board of Judges. If one of the LGBTQIA plus member would run for a leader here in the Philippines and won, what is the greatest asset that she or he must have? I actually three in minds right now. First ay ang malinis na credibility. Dahil bakit nyo ho iboboto ang isang tao na may bangit dungis o nakulong na nang dahil sa pagnanakaw? Thank you. Pangalawa ay ang leader na may malinis na puso. Ang leader na marunong tumulong at hindi lamang ibibida ang kanyang kasikatan at pangalan para lang sa kanyang mga nasasakupan. Ngunit ang pagtulong niya ay hindi lamang din umiikot sa mga taong bumoto sa kanya, ngunit sa lahat ng taong nakatira sa kanyang nasasakupan. Pangatlo ay ang leader na hindi ibibida ang kanyang mga party list, kanyang pangalan at kanyang mga kasamahan, ngunit ibibida ang proyektong nais niyang magawa dito sa Pilipinas. Kagaya na lamang po namin LGBTQIA plus community, we are always fighting for equality. However, if one of the LGBT member will run for an official, let's just also focus on the marginalized community, such as the PWD na part din ng LGBT community, na PWD na walang trabaho, mga bata na hindi nakakapag-aral. Therefore, that is the three greatest asset that an LGBT member leader should have. Good credibility, a good heart, and not magnanakaw or corrupt. Ladies and gentlemen, a leader is one of the important things in this world. And I believe that an LGBT member can build a strong and mighty nation. Let's not forget the Article 2, Section 27 of the 1987 Philippine Constitution states that the state shall promote honesty and full integrity that should eradicate graft and corruption. Thank you.
Maraming salamat sa iyo.
Please don't forget to share. Guys, kahit
Ayaw mo buksan. What is the best lesson that our generation could learn from the Golden Gaze? Ganda. What is the best lesson that our generation could learn from the Golden Gaze?
Thank you so much for that wonderful question. We all know that the Golden Gays are sometimes homeless because they don't have a family or loved ones in their lives. So I think the one thing that the generation can learn from the Golden Gays, and that is magtira para sa sarili. Bakit kamo? Dahil kaming mga LGBT, kilala kami bilang isa sa mapagbigay, mapagmahal, na kahit sa dadating na sa punto na kahit sa amin ay wala nang natitira, mabigyan lang namin ng 100% ang taong mahal namin o ang taong mga nangangailangan. And that is the most important thing that our generation should learn from the Golden Gaze. Because always remember, tayo, ikaw, at ikaw mismo ang tutulong sa sarili mo. That is my direct to the point answer. No more, no less. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, candidate number.
support Karen. Thank you so much. Go base card.
Okay, this is your question. Which do you prefer? To be on the left where there's nothing right, or to be on the right where there is nothing left? Again, which do you prefer? To be on the left where there is nothing right, or to be on the right where there is nothing left?
Go, Karen. Bubuga ni Karen.
Alright, so
Wow, thank you so much for the very wonderful and very interesting question. If I will giving a chance to choose to be the left where there is nothing right, or to the right where there is nothing left. You know what, ladies and gentlemen, here in our world, we are all entitled in our own decision to be the right. But sa pagiging right or pagiging tama ng isang tao, minsan dito tayo nagkakaroon ng hidwaan. Dito tayo nagkakaroon ng gulo or awayan bilang isang tao. That's why I would rather choose to be left where there is nothing right. Why? Dahil ang buhay natin ay magiging balanse kung walang pipiliting maging tama at maging mataas dito sa mundo. Kung ang bawat tao ay pananatiliin natin magang balanse ang ating buhay, walang magpipilit kung sino ang tunay na tama o kung sino ang tunay na nagpapakatotoo. Dahil lahat tayo ay titulado at pantay-pantay sa ating pagkatao. At sa darating na eleksyon, maraming tao ang pinipilit maging tama, kaya tayong lahat ay nag-aaway-away. And this is the best time to speak to each and every one of you na kahit hindi tayo maging tama, at least maging totoo tayo bilang isang tao. Remember, life is not a coincidence, but it is an echo of what you invest. Good evening.
there you have it, candidate number 3, Miss Karen.